Alright guys, so we'll jump to the future again. Well, I say again, but in another video I'm gonna jump to the future because of this timing. Okay, so I know y'all realized on putting this car together, it's a lot of jumping around. So at first it was you know, start tearing the engine down little by little, and then it was like engine is out. Okay, so to speed up the process on that, the owner and one of his friends came over and they helped me pull the engine out. The friend he did one of my friend's car. He just pulled the engine, never built it. He just pulled the engine. My friend sent it to his friend to get it built. So with that being said, he knew how to get it out because we couldn't figure out how to get it from the transmission, which is this weird bolt that's back there. But so back, we was tearing it apart little by little, without recording it, because actually Ryan tore some of it apart while I was at work, and then I came home and then we finished tearing it apart. And then I pulled the heads off inside of the car because you cannot get to any of the bolts. You couldn't even get to the crank position sensor or that rear knock sensor back there without actually pulling the head off. So or pulling out the whole transmission all at once. I wasn't going to do that. So pulled the heads off. We got the bolts undone on the back of the engine where the transmission mounts to it, and then we got the engine out. Now you saw that I had it on the stand. I didn't record everything, taking the pan off and all that stuff. Should have, but didn't. And then now we're at the point of not recording me putting the engine back into the car and then torquing down the heads and doing all that. So now the engine is complete. Now we're about to start priming and all this stuff. So see y'all later. Come do this. Stay in the car though. Yeah, and my kids. Hey, it's rocking a little bit. It ain't doing the salt shaking like your shit, man. All right. Alright y'all, so y'all just saw earlier in the video the beginning of the video is when I was talking about all the other stuff that happened. The times where you'll see the engine together, then you see it out, and then you see this, and then you see that, and you're like, there's a big jump. But then again, this took 3 months. So basically what happened was, when this happened, my friend, the guy the car I was working on, I started taking stuff apart, and then I noticed that he was missing parts. So it took 3 months. He had to collect more money. So it went from like $1,200 in parts to $3,000 in parts, like that. And including having to take the engine to the machine shop, that's $600 right there. So that's just, sometimes people just don't have that ready to go. So this whole ordeal took 3 months. I got a hole in my wall from his ass that he's going to fix. And then his transmission fluid stained the concrete in my garage. So when I get my car back on the ground, I'm going to borrow somebody's power washer and power wash my floor. But the very last video, right before this happened, his car ended up getting wrecked. I forgot what happened. I know he got a T-bone. I think a woman ran the light and hit him. And now the car is sold to the insurance, and he has another Monte Carlo. Only way I'm messing with that if the engine is pulled and brought to me, because I don't have the time to, pull the engine out of that, and it just takes too much time. But yeah, so the car's total. I didn't even get to take it to the track. I didn't get to see him race it. I didn't get to see anything out of that. So it is what it is. Yeah, so that's what happened with the Monte Carlo. It was a learning standpoint, and I learned something about the LS4 cars, which I would never really want to work on again unless the engine is brought to me and they put the engine back in themselves. But yeah, so that was the end of the LS4 build. So next, the G8.